Welcome to a pick a rune or pick a tarot card reading. Pick one of these 4 groups and then I will post the timestamps in the comments and then you can click on them and fast forward to your group. For those who have chosen this first rune, I'm getting a message about being the same wherever you go. You could struggle adapting to new situations. Imagine the Queen of Pentacles is now releasing the pentacle into the water. Now I'm also noticing the word Queen and the word bee on this oracle card. So the Queen bee is here. And so the pentacle gives me a vibe of being uptight, busy, and when release it in the water, you're letting some other force do something for you and worrying less. So the overall message I'm getting is that you could use some help and let people work alongside you or under you, and you can even make new friends in the process. And with your rune, this also confirms your message of letting go and adapting to new situations, thereby embracing change. So the overall message is again flexibility. You need that being good with changes, adapting to new situations. That is the main theme here. So thank you for tuning in, group number 1, and I will move on to group number 2. Please consider subscribing. For those who have chosen the second rune, with the rune and the Ace of Swords, there's 2 eyes in here kind of. So there's a message about individuality here. With this white hand and the guy on the right with his hand in his pocket, it seems to me that he has touched the unicorn. This is a very masculine message to me. So from deserts to grassy farms, as you can see here, it's the desert. Kind of like, it does look like a desert, and on this side it's grassy. And he's walking, thinking. This walking or movement and thinking seems to be all masculine to me. It almost feels wrong. When there's 2 things, one should be feminine, but it's both masculine here. So a strong message coming in is that you seem to express this masculinity way too much, more than the femininity, and where is the space for some femininity? So with this rune, the message is to take a pause, stand still, and wait for things to be much calmer. So that patience, the taking a pause, relaxing, this is all femininity, and I think you need to embrace these qualities right now more than ever. So thank you for tuning in, group number 2, and then I will move on to group number 3. For those who have chosen the third rune, now here's your message. This Page of Swords reminds me of Archangel Gabriel because he's a really good communicator and also a messenger. I also look up to him. And with the bird/idea card, this idea seems to be given to you and not your own creation. So being inspired from your idol or someone you look up to. And with the cloud, which is not very white on the unicorn, from the cloud, which is not very white, to the unicorn, which is bright white, and from the ground, not so green, to the grass, really green on the right. It's like a color exchange. Also mediumship. This idea you receive is given to you by the higher power. This seems important, and be sure to give value and effort to the idea you receive or is about to receive. With this rune too, since it also talks about day, dawn, it's about the beginning, and I think all of this beginning is going to start with this idea you will be receiving in the future or you are already thinking about. Thank you for tuning in, group number 3. That was your reading, your channeled message. By the way, this is an audio added to the visual of your cards, so thank you for listening. For those who have chosen the last rune, here's your message. From number 5 to 1 plus 9 equal to 10. From 5 to 10, that's doubled. Okay, this is reminding me of shadow work. With the black clock, doesn't this remind you of your own shadow? And on the right, which usually indicates the future, is your bright side. You are going to have the light at the end of the tunnel. This whole journey is about you doing shadow work and going through the bright side of yourself. Is easier and quicker. So going through that bright side of yourself is easier and quicker. It's the shadow work that's tough and takes longer. So if you have been doing shadow work, really going through it and facing your demons, the end of that darkness is near. Things are going to get better. And with the rune, this talks about strength, power, and courage. It's the divine masculine energy. So to meet this bright future, you also need to be strong and courageous to be able to walk that path to this future. So that is the thing. The message is about meeting the light at the end of the tunnel after a shadow work. And about numbers, about timing, 5 and 19 is important here. Yeah, so maybe 5 months or May, 19, something like that. That is very important in here. And then number 10 is important here as well. Thank you for tuning in. Group number 3. Is this group number 3 or 4? I think it's group number 4. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.